So this is my presentation for Digital and Social Media Marketing Strategy for Business and Management course at Oxford Brookes University. Let's look at Persona 1. Let's say her name is Julia Muller. She is a single 22 years old undergraduate student from Hamburg, Germany, looking to do a business master's degree in another country as she's in her final year at a university in Germany. Julia has to make sure she has something waiting for her by the time she graduates, as she's a very organized person, which is a common personality trait for German people stated in various cultural blogs. From Google Trends statistics looking at searches for business school from March 2018 to March 2019 and November 2018 to December 2018. It appears that Hamburg has one of the most saturated search areas for this particular keywords term. The reasons for picking this persona are because Germany had the highest number of EU students coming to do a full-time higher education in the UK. Also, there were more students aged between 21 to 24 taking a postgraduate degree than any other age groups, and 54.6% of non-EU students at the master's level were female. Of course, this is non-gender specific, but according to the statistics, we're gonna make this persona female. We said Julia's age is between 22 to 24, also because universities in Germany takes about 4 years to graduate, or if you are just graduating, you'll be about 22 years old. And lastly, for choosing business and management degree is because the subject area most interested by international students is business and administrative studies. Now let's get to know Julia a bit more. She uses Google to do research for products online on mobile at least once a day. She always looks for customer reviews in blogs and forums for other companies that are not Germany based. She's always on WhatsApp daily. She's also regularly on Snapchat, Facebook, and Instagram several times a week, mostly Snapchat, because Snapchat has the highest number of downloads on Google Play in Germany in 2018. Julia's motivation is to advance more in her career because she is a hardworking person. Therefore, a reputation of a university is very important to her because she wants to learn from the best, and she thinks that having a big university name in her CV will make her stand out more from the crowd when applying for jobs in Germany or around Europe. And in Germany, anyone who's got a degree from a reputable overseas country is seen as a person with an international mindset and has quite high competency, and as a result becomes a more desirable candidate. She has to make sure that doing another degree in another country will have high return on investment, and she wants to make sure that it is an efficient option. This way of thinking is almost expected from a German person in terms of efficiency and practicality, or anybody with a business background, or anybody who wants to go into business. So now let's look at what Julia will do before applying for a postgraduate degree at Oxford Brookes. So in stage 1, Julia has been asking friends and family about the next step in her career, and people have suggested some reputable names she should look into. She has considered other options as well, like United States, Switzerland, Sweden, as well as the UK, but she's not really sure where to go with. So the first thing she will do is to key in specific university names, such as Harvard University, London Business School, and such, as she wants to learn from the best institution possible. According to Google Trends, there are a lot of searches for specific university names throughout the whole year, and 2 months before the submission deadline in January. This is when Julia looks through course pages of the universities she's interested in and compare them with other choices using prices for tuition fees, course content, cost of living in the area, and how far it is from Germany, and if it's far, is it worth it? If the prices are too high and distance is too great, then she'll look for cities closer to the main city or other universities with cheaper tuitions in the main cities. In this case, she will search something like business universities in London if she's looking into the UK, or it would be business universities in New York if she's searching for US, for example. If she's looking for cities closer to the main city, she might type in something like business universities in Oxford, because it's closer to London, cost of living is cheaper, and there are some reputable names you can look at. This is when Oxford Brookes can come up because SEO performance and site ranking of the website is doing pretty well, so when you search for universities in Oxford or business universities in Oxford, Oxford Brookes does come up on the second or third place on the first page of Google. In many cases, they usually type in Oxford University business course due to the reputation of the university before going a bit more broad because the option is too expensive or the entry requirements too difficult, etc. After looking through options, UK seems to be the best choice as it is cheaper, closer than the United States, and just as reputable compared to the rest of Europe. A degree in the UK also takes 1 year less to complete, so she will be able to finish before all of her friends in Germany and will be able to start her career earlier than other people. Now she wants to know what are other options for her to choose in the country beside the main ones she has heard, so she would type in something like top business universities in the UK, top business schools UK, or something along this line. This is when she has discovered other universities by looking at the slideshow section at the top of the search page, or clicks into the top 3 education websites or blogs she can see on the first page. This is because 35.5% of people in Germany use customer rating in blogs or forums for product information of sellers outside the country. So the third stage is the beginning stage of consideration. This is when Julia forms a bigger list of universities to look at. She will browse through the top 10 of each list in order to narrow down her choices on each website. Or she will look at the first 10 universities shown in the slideshow section of the search page. She would type in specific university names with the course so she can get right onto the course page, or read reviews about each university on several blog posts that pops up when search for the university and course names. Type in something like Oxford University, Masters in Business, or something along this line to look into courses provided by her top picked institutions. Now the fourth stage is when she has looked through all of her choices and narrowed the list down to 3. She is looking through all the main websites and course information pages to compare all the choices. At the moment, Oxford Brookes already has quite a detailed course information page, so there isn't much to improve on that. At this point, Julia has already considered that Oxford Brookes is reputable to a certain level. For a business course, it's less expensive than Oxford University. The city where the institution locates isn't that far from London, so it's quite convenient for her to commute to the airport when she wants to fly back to Germany. And the cost of living in Oxford is cheaper than London. So far, this seems to be a sensible choice. And the final stage is when Julia is interested in the course and decides to apply and ask for more information about the course. The things that can be improved to ensure Julia applies for the university is to have a live chat, not just only for student experience, but actually for admin to reply to her quick queries. In case emailing an admin member takes a while, and if possible, reduce down the application process to ensure that Julia won't go somewhere else halfway. For the second persona, her name is Ploy. She's a single 22 to 24 years old, soon to be graduate student, looking to do a business master's in another country, definitely an English-speaking one. And Ploy is from a middle to upper class family. Now let's get to know Ploy a little bit more. She is a very active social media user as she uses it at least once a week. And every single day she would use Facebook and Line on mobile phone. Line is one of the communication app that is quite big in Thailand at the moment. It's even bigger than Facebook Messenger. She also likes to watch videos on Facebook and YouTube every single day and does online shopping very regularly. And almost all of her internet activities are done on mobile. Ploy aims to set up her own company one day, but before she can do that, she wants to make sure she's more qualified for better job opportunities or higher salary jobs. And the reason for choosing to study overseas is because Ploy doesn't have any work experience and is planning to use her education as a way to make her stand out more from the crowd in Thai's job market. There is a perception that anyone who can speak Thai and English fluently have more chances when applying for jobs than those who can only speak Thai. In terms of education, master's degree does apply in a similar way. If you have a master's degree from a Thai institution, you become more desirable, but not as much as someone who has a degree from abroad, especially from English-speaking countries. One of the other reasons why she thinks it's a better idea to study overseas is because she lacks confidence in Thai institutions that they can deliver postgraduate courses that meet international standards. And the last reason for this decision is to increase her social and economical status. In Thailand, social hierarchy is a big part of the culture, in which influences people to always aim to be like the royal family, celebrities, or people from the upper class. The main options for educations are either United States, United Kingdom, or a bit more in Europe. Due to their reputations, a high number of important or upper class people of Thailand graduating or sending their children to complete their postgraduate degrees there. The reason for choosing this persona is because 6,800 came to study in the UK in 2013, and more than 61% of them did a master's degree. In terms of location, from Google Trends statistics, looking at searches for master's degree, from March 2018 to March 2019, it appears that Nonthaburi has the most saturated search areas for this particular keywords term. And it's also the case when looking at the search term for business schools. Now let's look at Ploy's personality. She is a very social person. This is because communities and families are the most important things in a Thai culture. So she will mostly ask people who are closest to her for advice before making any decisions. She also likes traveling a lot but would not turn away from difficult work if it means she can improve her overall status. Now let's look at her journey. So Thai people value community and family, therefore these people have the most influence in their lives. They often ask people who have studied in the country or even institution, if they can find one, first about their experience to use it as part of awareness and consideration. And the second most influential factor is actually an education agency. It is part of a customer service care, because customer service is among one of the most important factors in buying decisions in Thailand. Therefore, having a representative can provide help for potential students throughout most decision making in their journey, all the way to post-purchase stage. So Ploy's first stage of customer journey map will be either going to an education agency near her area or attend an educational fair advertised on social media. This is when she will be offered quite a bit of choices. She is currently unsure of where in the world she should go. Now afterwards, she will look at all the choices she has gathered to see which country and which university is the best one. She will type into Google with several university names in each country to see the rough cost for tuition and its location, then see the course content by visiting university main websites and course information pages. According to Google Trends statistics, when looked through various time range, it appears that nearly all searches are specific and contain names of universities. After carefully looking through options, Ploy realizes that a tuition fee in the States costs nearly 3 times the price of the UK institutions and takes twice as long to graduate. She will now ask the UK Education Agency in Thailand for more recommendations, as well as searching for specific university names in the UK that she had heard from families and friends herself. Now in the fourth stage, she has already done quite a bit of research and needs to eliminate her choices down to just 3 before she can start applying, using the same factors she used before in the earlier stage of her journey. She would either go into university main websites directly or ask the agency to send her some course page links to look at. The things that can improve Ploy's decision to go with Oxford Brookes University is to provide the partnered agencies with some content, video, or maybe blog posts regarding an alumni's experience or current student's experience at the institution to persuade Ploy and gain her confidence that she will have a great time if she applies here. And the final stage is purchase. Ploy has already decided that she will go with Oxford Brookes because it locates not too far from London, the tuition fee is cheaper. Now she will either apply from the website herself or goes back to the agency to discuss about the application process. If possible, an improvement can be shorter application process for when Ploy decides to apply directly from the website, because she already has to go through a visa process. Now I would recommend to focus a lot more on the organic search. For German students, it is a good idea to focus on getting featured on educational blogs. This could be done through a blog sponsorship with highly ranked educational websites such as the Complete University Guide, as their posts ranked on the first page when typed in Top Business Universities UK. For instance, by having a referral website that has great SEO performance, it will automatically bring up the site ranking of the website that's been referred to. It is also another way to generate more traffic to the website with a higher possibility of conversion. Because as mentioned before, that German people usually use customer rating in blogs for product information for some companies that are not based in Germany. For Oxford Brookes website itself, things that can be done include adding relevant keywords on page headings appear on search engines such as business schools, the things that the persona searches the most. Oxford Brookes can add that to the business course information page as well. That will help to increase the ranking of Oxford Brookes business course page because the landing page contains relevant keywords to the search terms. For Asian personas, it is better to focus on building agency partnerships because it's part of the Asian culture to have their representative helping customers from the start to finish, most importantly from the consideration stage to post-purchase, and providing necessary information and guidance for persuasion purposes. Also, it is more convenient for students who private message or visit the agency directly without having to worry about the time difference and language abilities. However, if students need more persuasion, then Oxford Brookes can create some video content regarding an alumni or current student's experience at the university for that specific audience. So for Thai personas, a video of a Thai student's experience would be beneficial. In terms of Google Ads, the only recommendation is to have ads shown when search for Top Business Universities UK to make it more specific and cheaper to run than Top Universities UK. This option can be used if blog sponsorship is more expensive. A smaller budget for ads has been considered in this option, so it is suggested that the ads should be displayed only during peak times of the year. After looking through a year search on Google Trends, it seems that the peak times are between the second week of November to mid-February. That is all for this presentation. Thank you for listening.